Time now for the morning rush. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still on track for scattered to widespread storms and showers this afternoon. By lunchtime, these will be developing over the mountain areas before spreading out into surrounding lower elevations out across New Mexico late this afternoon and even into this evening. We're likely going to be tracking some heavy rain packed in with those thunderstorms and showers. Top threat will be localized flooding. There is a flash flood watch in effect for east central New Mexico beginning noontime today. Adam?
Happening tomorrow, the man accused of sexually assaulting and killing 11-year-old Ashlyn Mike is expected in court for a change of plea hearing. Tom Begay is accused of kidnapping and murdering Ashlyn last year on the Navajo Nation near Shiprock Monument. Begay's attorneys told a judge last month they were willing to resolve the case through a plea deal, but it's not clear whether they've struck that deal yet with prosecutors. On to News New this morning, 2 teens charged in the murder of an East Mountains woman are set to be tried as adults. That's according to the Mountain View Telegraph. 16-year-old Nicholas Dominovich and 17-year-old Bryant Levy-Hill have been charged in the murder of 62-year-old Deborah Zoutsias. Deputies say she was killed after she found the pair breaking into her home. The teens could face life in prison since they're being tried as adults. Jury selection is expected to begin in the trial of Kirtland Air Force wife accused of murdering her husband. Prosecutors say Amy Herrera shot and killed her husband Mark at their home in the Heights during a party in 2012. Herrera has claimed that Mark made her do it. The lead up to the trial has been plagued by delays. Now jury selection is set to begin at 9 a.m. in district court. Sarah?
Bernalillo County officials are halfway through the South Valley Flood Reduction Project, but say it could be another 10 years until it's all completed. So far, $50 million worth of work has been completed in the South Valley, but officials tell me it'll take another $70 million to get all the work done. But to work on several current and future projects, officials say they're going to need assistance from various agencies. Adam?
This week, President Trump is expected to sign off on sanctions against Russia approved by the U.S. Congress. In response, Russian President Vladimir Putin is now saying the U.S. has to reduce its embassy and consulate staff in Russia by 755 people. The State Department is calling Russia's cutback of the American diplomatic team, quote, a regrettable and uncalled for act. And one of the new chief of staff's first issues to address this morning when he takes office may be how best to respond to North Korea's most advanced missile tests to date. Over the weekend, the U.S. military put its prowess on display after North Korea test-launched an intercontinental ballistic missile. The U.S. flew 2 B-1 bombers over the Korean peninsula and successfully tested a missile defense system over the Pacific Ocean. Still no sign this morning of a mobile barbecue pit stolen from a popular Albuquerque restaurant. Daniel Morgan owns Pepper's Old Fashioned Barbecue on San Pedro near the fairgrounds. He says he suspects that the smoker went missing from the parking lot between 2 and 5 yesterday morning. Morgan is telling News 13 it took him 6 years to save up and buy that thing. Happening today, the Public Regulation Commission is holding public comment hearings to discuss a possible rate increase. P&M has long said that closing a plant would affect rates and that they would need to turn to customers to fill the gap. They're now asking for a 3.9% increase in 2018 and 3.4% in 2019. The hearings are set for 2:30 and 6 at Cherry Hills Library. We're still less than 6 months away from next year's legislative session in New Mexico, but new this morning, self-driving cars and how they operate could be an issue before state lawmakers. The Albuquerque Journal reports Transportation Secretary Tom Church told lawmakers that Governor Susana Martinez may add that topic into the 30-day session. And also new this morning, another of the 12 inmates who escaped an Alabama jail is back behind bars. Deputies continue their search for the one remaining suspect who has not been found. Law enforcement officials are now hunting for 24-year-old Brady Andrew Kilpatrick, who was jailed on drug offenses. Officials say the 12 men, which are pictured here, escaped yesterday, but it's still unclear how. NTSB and FAA investigators will likely be back on scene today investigating the cause of a plane crash near Honolulu, Hawaii. 4 people are dead, including the pilot. The single-engine aircraft went missing on Friday night, and authorities found it Saturday afternoon. An uncle of the pilot says the plane might have maintenance issues. He says that Hutton, the pilot, knew of the issues, but chose to fly that airplane anyway.
Metro Threat Index for today at a 6. We've got scattered to widespread storms and showers likely here in the metro. Talking frequent lightning, localized flooding underneath some of those heavier showers, as well as strong winds with any given thunderstorm. Most of these likely late afternoon into this evening and even a little bit into the overnight hours. Adam?
Facebook's chief operating officer is calling for more public and corporate policies focused on closing the pay gap between women and men. The Silicon Valley executive told the BBC over the weekend the first step is to pay women well. She says women, more than men, underestimate their value, preventing them from asking for pay raises. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Monday morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there. There's a couple of construction sites. You guys know where those are. But in general, flow looks pretty good on both interstates. Just normal slowing course southbound coming out of Corrales.
LaQuava graduate Bryce Alford is expected to get a shot in the NBA now. On his Instagram, he announced that he'll be signing with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alford worked out with multiple teams this summer and even played with the Golden State Warriors in the Summer League. Alford says he feels very honored to have such an amazing opportunity with such a great organization. All right, if you happen to have an extra $440,000 lying around, we may have the car for you this morning. Orders for Rolls-Royce's newest vehicle are set to open up later this year. The Phantom 8 is the first update of the luxury car in 14 years, and it boasts a quieter ride, the ability to hit 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds, and in 5 seconds, wow. And it has a glass case in the dashboard to show off a few of your favorite collector's items.
What?
That's definitely for
You're
someone who
just
can
gonna
afford the
see-
$440,000.
My emergency snacks and my registration. All right, and finally, watch as a couple uses their boat to help fight a grass fire in Canada without leaving the water. Lori Jane Arnott says she was relaxing on the river when she saw smoke and took this video. She says the couple steered their boat closer to the shore and then started spinning, doing roundabouts. The water that splashed up went toward the fire and helped contain it until a fire truck appeared shortly afterwards. There were no injuries reported.
Wow, well done.
I know,
That
that's
was
pretty
quick
smart.
thinking. Yeah, and it actually worked. It went up there on the bank.
The
Wow.
only time when donuts, I think,
Right.
are legal and allowed. All right, time for the 5 facts. We start with number 5. Albuquerque trained MMA fighter John Bones Jones is a UFC champion once again. Jones defeated Daniel Cormier in the main event of UFC 214 on Saturday night by knocking out Cormier in the 3rd round. Now, Jones now improves his professional record to 23 wins and 1 loss.
Number 4, this morning, Rio Rancho police are warning residents to look out for aggressive door-to-door salespeople. Officers say they've recently received reports of overtly hostile salespeople making the rounds who've even held front doors open, not willing to leave. Police say if somebody shows up at your house, ask to see their solicitation permits or call officers to verify.
At number 3, more scattered to widespread storms and showers on tap. Temperatures pretty warm across the board in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Top threat with any given thunderstorm will be heavy rain causing localized flooding.
Number 2, new details this morning in a drive-by shooting that killed a teen girl in Las Cruces. 2 brothers are waking up behind bars facing charges. Police say 20-year-old Julio Gutierrez Barrera and 19-year-old Alonzo Barrera got into a dispute with somebody at a party, left, and then Gutierrez Barrera fired 3 rounds toward the home. One of those bullets hit 14-year-old Jocelyn Marie Trujillo in the back of her head, killing her. Both of the teen suspects are now being held without bond. Number 1, Santa Fe police say they're keeping a close eye on 2 rival motorcycle clubs this morning after a shooting between them prompted a hospital lockdown. Saturday night, police say the Banditos and the Vagos shot at each other in a neighborhood, injuring a member of the Vagos. Christus St. Vincent Hospital went on lockdown that same night to keep patients and staff safe, knowing the issue here. That lockdown has since been lifted. Santa Fe police say the groups have their full attention this morning hoping to avoid more problems, including at large city events like farmers markets.
We have a lot more coming up on Fox New Mexico. We'll be talking about posture, and we'll also see what's going on in the Silver Star Nation.
Lots to learn coming up on Fox New Mexico. Stay with us.